Change is brewing at Ibrox, and it could come swiftly. With the transfer window ticking down and the squad still taking shape, Rangers are on the verge of a decisive move that could see one key position reshuffled in dramatic fashion. As talks heat up on two fronts, the club is preparing for both an exit and a new arrival in what could be a crucial double deal before the deadline. Let's break this down in today's video, along with all the other Rangers news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. But first, Russell Martin insists Rangers will need to rely upon the strength of the first team squad throughout the 2025-26 season. Eyebrows were raised pre-match when James Tavernier and Nicholas Raskin were omitted from Martin's starting lineup for the Champions League third-round qualifier against Victoria Plzen. The game ended 3-0 to the hosts, with 1 foot in the playoff round now secured. Martin admits he doesn't like the word dropped. As he pointed out, he'll utilise a different 11 for Saturday's game against Dundee in the Scottish Premiership. "I'm really happy with a lot of it," he told BBC Scotland. "A bit annoyed with the last 15 minutes since I felt we had the ball too much in our own half. But that's my job to be demanding of the guys. I think from Saturday to today, they took everything on. Amazing energy at the start of the game, and real moments of quality actually. It's really difficult to learn a lot of detail and apply it with the right intensity and courage all the time, especially after a tough afternoon on Saturday, so I'm really proud of the team. I don't like the word dropped. I said that to the guys, you don't get dropped from the team, we're going to need everyone. People are going to come in, people are going to come out, so we need that freshness. It's not easy to drop anyone, especially players that have been really important to this team over the last however long, but the decisions are all difficult, one is not tougher than the other. You have to do what you think is best for the team to win on the night, and, to be fair, they've come on and played brilliantly. I know there's a tendency up here for one thing to become a big thing really quickly, and it's not at all. Tonight was the best team, and Saturday will be a different team again, I'm sure. Oliver Antman and JD Gassama were the stars of the show on either wing for the hosts. The latter scored his third and fourth goals of the Champions League qualifiers. Meanwhile, Antman came straight in for his debut after signing yesterday. He won his new team a penalty, which was converted by Cyril Dessers for 2-0, before providing a delicious cross for Gassama to score the third of the evening. Martin added, "I think you can see why we wanted to Antman. He's game, he's willing, he's really competitive, and he has moments of real quality. So I'm really pleased for him because he's a really good kid, and I think he'll be a really good player for us." We spoke about the need for some winger-to-winger goals. Gassama is really stepping up in terms of intensity, he really wants to score. We showed him a lot of clips when we signed him where he ends up too far away from goal. He's taken on the information really well. Now in a huge double deal, Rangers could be set for a significant reshuffle at left back, with one door closing and another potentially swinging wide open. RFC News understands that Ridvan Yilmaz is edging closer to an Ibrox exit, just as the club begins early talks to secure a promising replacement in Monaco's Kasum Ouattara. Turkish giants Besiktas are pushing hard to bring Yilmaz back to Istanbul, with the 24-year-old fullback already agreeing personal terms on a 4-year deal. Negotiations between the clubs are ongoing, with Rangers holding firm on their £3 million valuation. But time is ticking, and with several European clubs now circling, Besiktas may need to move swiftly to seal the deal. Yilmaz originally joined Rangers from Besiktas in a £5 million move back in 2022, but he has found consistent minutes hard to come by in Glasgow. Despite flashes of his pace, defensive nous and attacking intent, the Turkish international has struggled to cement a starting place, and a return to more familiar territory now looks increasingly likely. Behind the scenes, Rangers are already preparing for life after Yilmaz. Talks have begun with the representatives of 20-year-old Ouattara, a highly rated left-back at AS Monaco, who is eager to find more regular playing time away from Ligue 1. The young Frenchman fits the profile Rangers are targeting: dynamic, hungry, and full of potential, and could be a smart addition to Russell Martin's evolving squad. That squad, notably, has already undergone a major transformation this summer. Rangers have been busy under Martin's leadership, adding no fewer than 9 new faces: Oliver Antman, Thalo Asgard, Emmanuel Fernandez, JD Gassama, Joe Rothwell, Lyle Cameron, Mikey Moore on loan, Nasser Giga on loan, and Max Aarons on loan, with Oscar Cortez also sealing a permanent switch. Yet with Aarons operating naturally on the right, the left side remains a clear priority. Ouattara has emerged as a serious option to bolster depth and drive competition in that position, especially if Yilmaz's departure is finalised. As Besiktas intensify their pursuit and rival clubs hover with interest, Rangers are bracing themselves for a pivotal moment. The next few days could shape their defensive setup for the entire season, with decisions at left-back set to have lasting consequences. And all of this is unfolding in a crucial week for the club, with a vital Champions League third qualifying round second leg clash against Victoria Plzen on the horizon. Rangers' ambitions of returning to Europe's top table hang in the balance. Off the pitch, the boardroom must now act with clarity and conviction to ensure the squad is ready, whatever the outcome. In other news, Rangers' stuttering start to the season has already ignited tensions at Ibrox, and one high-profile name could be among the first casualties of Russell Martin's wrath. The new manager watched on in frustration as his side stumbled to a 1-1 draw with Motherwell at Fir Park, marking the third consecutive year Rangers have failed to win on the opening weekend of the Scottish Premiership. James Tavernier's first half header had briefly lifted spirits, but a late Emmanuel Longolo equaliser dealt a bruising reality check and left the door wide open for Celtic to seize the early advantage in the title race. Martin didn't sugarcoat a single word after full time. In a searing double interview with BBC Sport and Sky Sports, the Rangers boss issued a blunt warning to his squad. There'll be people left behind if they don't want to come because they need to understand what playing for this football club will take and what it means. He described the performance as lucky and said his team was simply outfought by their opponents, an indictment that could have serious implications for certain players. Among those under the spotlight is midfielder Nico Raskin, who started the match but struggled to make any meaningful impact. The Belgian created just one chance, failed to hit the target with any of his 3 shots, and came out second best in both his tackling and aerial duels, winning just 1 of 3 tackles and none in the air, according to FOTMob. It's the kind of showing that could accelerate a long speculated exit. Back in June, it was revealed that Rangers would be open to accepting any offer of £20 million or more for the 24-year-old. With interest brewing across Europe, the club's stance may now align with Martin's growing desire to reshape the squad. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. We post all the latest Rangers news every single day, so make sure you join our fast-growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.